everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. My name is Sophie and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm so excited. That sounds so cringe. So in this video, we're going to be talking about unbundling 2024 and planning our 2025. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So I have my notes here because it's actually time for serious business. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to be reflecting on 2024. So what went well in your 2024? So you have to do an introspective look at the things that went well. There must have been achievements, there must have been proud moments for you, there must have been highs, even though there are always lows. But the first thing you have to do is take a look at your achievements and your successes and acknowledge them, what you did to achieve all of those things and how it can be better. But first, we're just reflecting. And second, you're going to talk about the lessons learned and even your setbacks. So for me personally, 2024 came with a lot of lessons. So how can I learn from all of those mistakes that I made, and what were the setbacks? 2024 was the first time I actually put down my goals like on a Google Sheet and I could track them. But it didn't take long, it actually did, but we'll get right into that later on in this video. Also, you're going to look at what didn't go as planned as well. So all those goals that dipped, why didn't they go as planned? What happened? So you have to be vulnerable in this situation because it's just you're speaking to yourself. So you have to do this, pick out all of those things that didn't go as planned and why. Ask yourself, why didn't these things go? And the last thing you're going to do when you're reflecting on 2024 is what surprised you in 2024. It could be a high moment, it could be a betrayal, it could be anything. So just pen it down. What were some of the surprises? Sometimes they're even very good things, but it could be something, it could be a lesson you learned from a friend, it could be a lesson you learned at work, things not to do. So what surprised you most about 2024? So 3 things: acknowledge your achievements, know the things that didn't go as planned, and what surprised you the most in 2024. The second step is you need to review your goals of 2024. Did you meet them? That's a question for you. I know I didn't meet all of my goals and I'm vulnerable about it, I can say it. So you have to take a look at the goals you set last year. Which ones were you able to accomplish? Which ones were you not able to accomplish? So you must do this. Like, it's super important. It's not too late in the year. It's still January. People still have time. So you have to take a look at your goals and what can you learn? How can you adjust these goals? So learning is a continuous thing. One of my goals last year was to weigh a particular, to have a particular weight. I think it was 60 kg or so. But I didn't take active steps to do this, even though I'm naturally a very fit person, but I just rested. So you need to know why certain goals did not work and why certain ones worked. You're done with 2024, so it's time to move into 2025. So what's the first thing you need to do? You need to set intentions for your 2025. How do you do this? Have a vision and set achievable goals. When you're talking about a vision, I think just to make it not too broad, I feel like you should just have one word, something that summarizes the entire year for you. I'll be sharing mine. Mine is transformational. I want to look back on 2025 and say, yes, I lived and I grew. I transformed my life in so many ways. So you need to have a word for 2025 that when you are going through anything or it just feels like you're getting tired, you're going to say to yourself, I promised myself I was going to transform myself this year, and that I will definitely do. Then you need to set very specific goals. Not a lot of people know how to set their goals, so you can just categorize them. It could be spiritual, career, physical, health. So itemize them and set systems, the steps you're going to take. So for instance, you want to get a new job in 2025. What steps are you going to take? Are you just going to sit down and hope a job falls on your laps? It happens sometimes, but you need to take active steps. Is your CV updated? That's one thing. So people don't even have a CV and they're looking for a job. The industry you want to be in, do you know the people in that industry? Are you on their LinkedIn profiles? Are you in their CEO's DMs? You need to fight for what you want. So you need to set goals that are very specific and systems to achieve all of these goals. Because if you just write, I want a new job, how do you want to get a new job? How many DMs you want to send in a day? You have to break this down. And I promise you, if you're looking for a job and you set out to send 5 DMs a day, 6 a day, one person will call you. I promise you. One person will say, who is this? Send me your CV. We have an interview for you. So you have to be very specific about your goals and feel free to update them from time to time. Another thing I would recommend is staying accountable when you set these goals. Don't just set these goals and keep them under your bed. Let me not use bed, but don't just tuck them away. You can have a friend, you can have anybody that is going to hold you accountable. As well, I also recommend tools. I'll be sharing a tool, it's called a compass tool, and I think I'll just include a spreadsheet as well. So for as many that have not set their goals, you can download that template and use. I used that compass tool, and when I was reflecting on my 2024, it was so amazing, but I'll just talk about it at the end. And also be ready for setbacks. If you say you want to get a job and in the first quarter and you do not get it, be ready to deal with setbacks and look for strategies that you're going to use to tackle all of this, because not all of your goals will be met. It might be, but there's a possibility that there will be setbacks. You might want a salary increment at work, and the CEO just wakes up and says, "Oh, sorry, I'm not giving anybody." What will you do? You're not going to beat it. The best thing you can do is resign. So you must be ready to deal with setbacks, right? Another thing I'm going to talk about is creating a morning routine for success in this year 2025. Have a routine that fosters productivity. Do you want to start working out? Do you want to start reading your Bible? Do you want to crush your tasks daily? Have a morning routine. Things I do now, once I wake up, I don't go about my day without having a to-do list. And I have 3 things that I must do on a daily basis. And of course, this compass tool helps me. I've spoken so much about this compass tool, and it's not even sponsored. I have 3 things that are non-negotiable. I must do daily, and that compass tool help me to set all of that. So please, I'll be including it in the description box. Do well to download it and feel it. You might not be able to be done in a day, but it's a gradual process. Another thing I'm going to share, because I feel like this part cuts across almost everyone. It is very general. Review your financial goals for 2025. What do you want to start doing? Do you want to save more? Do you want to invest more? How did you spend money the previous year? How do you want to be better? Do you want to have another income like me? Because it's T-Pain economy. If you're in Nigeria, you get it. So review your financial decisions. So for me last year, I noticed that because the way the Naira has just been, things have gotten so expensive. The money you saved is almost like, it just feels like I won't say a waste, but you know, the value has dropped. Okay, yeah, the value has dropped. So this year, for me, I'm concentrating more on investing my money, because I was speaking to someone, I was like, and she just came to me with an idea. I was like, God just led you to me, because I've been saying I want to invest more, I want to make my money do better things. So review your financial goals for the year. If you have things you want to do, how do you want to make this money? Do you want to buy certain properties? You know, just do something about your finances, because we're going to be rich over here. There's nobody's going to be poor here. I like money a lot, so please, let's all review our financial decisions this year and ensure that we stay on track with them. And last but definitely not the least, set up a vision board for 2025. Have it everywhere, on your phone, on your laptop. I have mine on my phone, and a friend of mine saw it and she was intrigued, like, who did this for you? Like, a friend, Paula. Shout out to you, Paula. Yeah, so I just gave Paula about 7 things I wanted, and she created a vision board for me. So have a vision board. If you cannot create it, you can just journal it down, like, okay, these 6 things, these 5 things, and just have a word for the year as well, which I already said earlier. So find habits that you want to build, just anything generally. So we've come to the end of this video. I'm so excited. This is my first sit down video. Please drop a comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. So what are your goals? What are you looking to achieve? What went well for you in 2025, 2024? What is your word for this year? So I encourage everyone to stay positive. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You don't have to have everything figured out in one day or in 1 month. It's a step-by-step thing. But there's one thing that I always advocate for: stay consistent. Consistency helps, and as you're staying consistent, try to improve on what you're doing. It could just be a little 1%, 1%, 1%, and before you know, you've grown so much. So track what you're doing, stay accountable, and celebrate your wins. When you win, when you achieve things, when you smash those goals, acknowledge them. Don't brush them to the side. Again, the compass tool, you have things, that a place that says, what will you get for yourself when you achieve XYZ? So that tool is so detailed, and I really encourage each and every one of us to download it and make use of it. And what's one big goal you're excited about achieving in 2025? I know mine. I want to grow so much on YouTube. I want to achieve 1K subscribers or more, and I want my views to actually be high. And in all, what this summarizes, I want to be monetized this year. So what's your own big goal for 2025? Please let's have it in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.